York Giants fans? This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. It's a rare Saturday show. Why? I don't know. Got up early, and I usually don't like doing shows on Saturday. I usually take the weekends off. But I had an idea in my head, and I was thinking about the draft, and I was thinking about three teams who could potentially trade with the New York Giants for the 11th round, the 11th overall pick. Now, in my mind, these would be realistic options. These are teams that need to fulfill needs, and they may not be able to grab the player they need at the position that they're in. Real quick, though, I might be doing a live stream Sunday morning. Well, maybe not Sunday morning. Maybe like 10:45 and 11 o'clock. I kind of want to test out the call-in feature because I want to do in March, I want to do a call-in show because so many people have asked and requested for it. So I want to test out the technology, and I was thinking maybe doing it on a Sunday would be fun. We screw around with it, see what happens. Let's talk a little bit of the Giants, have brunch with Online Big Blue. If I decide to do it, I'll post it up today later so everyone will know. If I do it, it'll be between 10:45 and 11 o'clock in the morning. So that should be fun. But let's get into the NFL draft. Right now, the Giants are sitting at 11. And there has been much topic of debate where they're going to go. Are they going Gregory Rousseau? Are they going to go Patrick Surtain? Are they going to go for a speedy wide receiver that may fall to them in Jalen Waddle? Or are they going to shock the world, go offensive lineman? Or maybe, maybe knowing the Giants, they're going defensive tackle. Who knows with Dave Gettleman? But I was thinking there are scenarios where the Giants could trade back right now and potentially pick up some more assets without falling too far down in the first round. And there were three teams that I was thinking of off the top of my head who would probably be willing to jump into the Giants spot at 11. And the first team that I thought of course, is going to be the New England Patriots. Now, the New England Patriots right now are sitting at 15. They need either a wide receiver. They need both. They need a wide receiver and a quarterback. They really do. Now, my scenario is, let's say that if you go like Jacksonville and, let's say Jacksonville, Manoa's going Lawrence. I think Jets are going Wilson. I think Miami's going the big offensive lineman out of Oregon. I think Atlanta will probably either grab a quarterback in Fields or they're going to go defensive, somewhere in the defensive backfield. I really do think Pitts is going to go to Cincinnati. I think the Eagles are going to go corner. I think the Lions are going wide receiver. I think the quarterback situation, Trey Lance, will probably end up over with the Panthers. I'm not sure what Denver's going to do, and I also think that the Cowboys are going to go corner. So what's going to happen is with that need, Jalen Waddle is probably going to be sitting there. And yes, and I understand that the Giants do need a big play wide receiver, but the Giants also need more assets than anything else right now. And I think Jalen has the potential. I think Jalen could be a fantastic pro, even though he's on the small side. But we have some major holes and deficiencies in this roster. And you know what? The New England Patriots have a plethora of fourth-round picks. So I think they would be more than willing to trade, to jump up from 15 to 11 and potentially give us their trade first-round picks, maybe even 2 fourth-rounders. I could see Belichick doing that to jump up and get the wide receiver of his needs. Now, there's also the option if Trey Lance is sitting there too. I think they would also be more than willing to jump up into the Giants spot. And I think if Trey Lance was sitting there, I think they would probably even give the Giants more than that. It was funny when I worked in Tampa. Someone had a great line. There's the draft card. And the draft card tells you how much you need to pay for each pick. How much the 11th pick of the overall, the 12th pick of the overall, the first round of the NFL draft, what that equates to other picks. And the guy that he worked in the general manager's office told me once, you know what, that card's bogus. It's more of a media thing. Teams will pay whatever they need to pay to grab the player they need at a necessity. So you can't go by, okay, the 11th pick is worth the 15th pick and the 47th pick. It's whatever the other team is willing to pay. That's what you're going to get. And I think if Trey Lance is sitting there, I have a notion in my mind that Bill Belichick will probably pay more just to get the quarterback that he needs after what he saw happen with Tom Brady in Tampa. So New England, to me, is the perfect trading partner because they do have they have a plethora of mid-round picks, and they have the 15th overall. So we're not falling too far back. We could potentially still grab a wide receiver. We could potentially grab even a linebacker, or we could even go. Probably even go defensive end by moving back only to 15. The other team I thought was interesting was the team just below the New England Patriots, and that's the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals need an offensive lineman. They need offensive linemen to protect Kyler Murray. And I could see them wanting to jump up and pick up someone like Slater, from Northwestern, because I don't think he's going to be there. There's the other big kid out of Virginia Tech. I could see him, being someone to help protect Kyler Murray. I think those two guys would be perfect options for the Arizona Cardinals. And again, we're only dropping down to 16. So if they are in love with one of these big offensive linemen that they do not feel will be able to get past, because the 49ers need an offensive lineman, the Chargers need an offensive lineman. I mean, the Vikings, they need more probably defensive help than they need the offensive line help, but they could use an offensive lineman as well. So they would be smart, the Cardinals, to maybe throw a third or a fifth or a fourth or whatever to the Giants along with their 16th pick overall to move up into the 11th spot and get the offensive lineman that they need to protect Kyler Murray. I could easily see that happening because, like I said, I don't think any of the what I would call the stalwart offensive linemen or top offensive lineman prospects are going to be there when going to be there at 16. Because, like I said, I think they have an eye on Slater from Northwestern. And like I said, he's capable of starting and playing all 5 positions day one. We'll rephrase it. He is capable of doing that. Can he do that? I don't know. But he has the capability of doing that. Now, another team that I would think that may want to make a leap because of the fact that they need to save some salary cap space on the offensive tackle position would be number 20th pick overall, and that would also be the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears need to save money. They're kind of in a cap hell right now. So while moving up 9 spots will actually increase their rookie pool, it may allow them to free up other cap space by disregarding some salaries at the tackle position. And again, it's a team that needs help on the offensive line. And I can tell you right now, I do not think any of the top offensive line prospects, or what would be considered a top line prospect, would probably be sitting there at 20. Now, I think from the Giants' perspective, you could still pick up an edge at 20. You could still pick up an offensive lineman. At 20. I'm not going to say offensive lineman. I'm saying defensive lineman. Sorry. Defensive lineman at 20. I told you it's early in the morning. I think there are opportunities. You also got that you can still, if you want to go wide receiver, there's the of course you got what's his name. You got Bateman. You have you have the kid from Florida. I could all see even the Giants going Nick Bolton if they trade back to 20, the linebacker. I think Bolton may sneak into the first round, in the latter half of the first round, so I can see the Giants picking up a player such as that as well. But there are opportunities for the Giants to pick up. Like I said, we need help still. We can say whatever we want to say. The Giants have major holes to fill on the offensive line within the skill position. And then we still have question marks at running back and, of course, quarterback. And I know, yes, we see all the articles daily of how much everyone loves Daniel Jones in New York. But we do need help in those positions. And I think trading back, this would be the draft to trade back, because the positions that we need help in, they are deep enough in the draft that we could probably find that help later after 11. And again, like I said, I'm going to probably try doing the live stream Sunday morning. We'll call it Brunch with Online Big Blue, just so we could test the this call-in feature to see, and see what we can do. I'd rather do it, I'd rather do it early in the day where I have my mind set a little bit more focused than trying to do something at 10 o'clock at night. So I'll let everyone know tomorrow. And if we do it, like I said, it should be fun. It should be interesting. I have one more Super Bowl ring to give away. Everyone got their rings this week, so that was nice. I know all the people that sent me emails. I appreciate it. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giant sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could if you subscribe, if you can ring that bell, you know what that means? That'd be awesome.